If you've ever fancied walking in the shoes of your favourite celeb, well, big news for you right now. We've got celebrities from Olivia Colman through to Kylie, Michael Ball. They've all donated some of their shoes for a new campaign to raise money for a very, very worthy cause. Heels for Wheels is run by spinal cord charity Back Up to help raise much needed funds for people who need the use of a wheelchair following spinal cord injury. Jo Wright is going to tell you all about it. Hello, Jo.
Good morning, Mark.
What a great idea. I love this. Who had the idea? Was it you?
It is absolutely fabulous. No, sadly, I can't claim any credit. It was our wonderful patron, Sophie Morgan, who's a TV presenter and activist and spinally cord injured herself, who came up with it. But we grabbed the idea, and in partnership with a national law firm, Shoesmiths, we're running with it. We cannot believe the support we've had. You've mentioned some big names. We have a cluster of Oscar winners. We've got about 70 celebrities, of whom we've announced about 40. And I've got to be honest with you, Mark, normally I don't know who these celebrities are, but I've heard of all of them. They're fabulous. So, whether you're into, as you say, Kylie and Michael Ball, or whether you're into sport and it's Justin Rose, or David Beckham, Rio Ferdinand, from your point of view, John Terry, who I know played for a season with your club. Mm-hmm. We've got Alan Davis and Stephen Fry. I mean, there are 70 really big names. It's fabulous. We're absolutely thrilled. And they will raise funds. We need them desperately. Like most charities, this has been a tough year. The normal events that one runs, be it balls or people running the London Marathon for us, just haven't taken place. And this has been a fabulous idea that Sophie came up with. And as I say, we've had fabulous support. And we need those funds because, getting a spinal cord injury doesn't stop because of the pandemic, sadly. There's lots of people out there that we need to help.
Indeed. Let's talk about the money and what it actually does.
Yeah, so we have a whole range of services that we deliver. I mean, in essence, what combines them is that we're trying to give people the skills and the confidence to live a full life again. Getting a spinal cord injury is really shouldn't be anybody's first choice in life, but these things happen. And our role is to make sure that people realise that just because they've got a devastating condition that struck them, and by the way is permanent, that the lives of them and their loved ones don't have to be permanently devastated forever. And we run a whole stack of wonderful things, which start with something that sounds very simple, but is so important. We teach people how to use a wheelchair. Because actually, if you're not confident in your wheelchair, you won't leave your house. And let's be honest, very few of us lead a full life without leaving our houses. We run a stack of residential courses. We take people skiing. We get them doing all sorts of physically very challenging things in hopes of making them realise that, if you can get on a zip wire or abseil in a wheelchair, is the idea of getting behind the wheel of a car and going to Tesco's on your own that frightening after all? So it's about confidence boosting. We run a mentoring service, and all of our services are peer-led. So whoever teaches you how to do this stuff are people who have experienced it themselves. We're also the only charity that has a children and young people's program. So, when terrible accidents or illnesses befall kids, we support them. We support their parents. We introduce them to other kids. We'll help them get back into school. We'll support the schools and the teachers to understand what it means. So it's a whole range of stuff that's all about getting people back to work, back to normality, back to fun, really.
Yeah.
And this sort of campaign really kind of manifests what we're about. We're about having fun, but we're about doing serious good as well.
Yeah, I love the sound of that. And it's the old adage of rather than feeling restricted, and goodness me, I think it's fair to say everyone's been feeling hemmed in over the last year, but particularly if you have an injury or a condition which means you are in a wheelchair, goodness, if you can get these people, as you say, on a zip wire, skiing, I mean, this is amazing stuff you're doing.
Well, it is, and it really is life-changing, and it's so exciting. And people who we have actually quite a lot of people who start off donating to us, then end up coming and volunteering for us sometimes, and they perhaps come and accompany people skiing, and you just see the transformation of realising that life isn't over, and as soon as you can flick that switch, then the world's your oyster. People are off, they're up, they're running, they're doing fabulous stuff, and it's the most fulfilling charity to be a part of, and we'd love loads of support from people because auctioning these shoes off. And by the way, the bidding starts tomorrow online at heelsforwheels.com. But all the support we get will enable us to continue these vital services, and we really appreciate all the support we can get.
Excellent. And which pair of shoes are you particularly after, Jo?
Well, I'd love to have Kylie Minogue's, but they're size 3, and I'm not sure they'd fit my thumbs. I'm probably more likely to be going for their boxes, to be honest with you. I don't know. I'm a big fan of Olivia Colman, so I might have a little look-see, and she's a great supporter of ours as well. She does a lot for us, so I might try and throw my lot into that for that one. I think.
Good stuff.
But I tell you, whatever your sport, whatever your interest, you need to get some for Mrs. D. You really do. There's some fabulous ones here.
All right, well, that's me told, isn't it? There we are. That's called being direct. Jo, it's been great talking with you. Good luck with this auction. We have the details here, but Jo mentioned the website there. Heels for Wheels. Have a search for that online. You'll find out more about how you can get into Kylie's shoes, or Olivia Colman's shoes, or Dame Helen Mirren, and all the other names that she mentioned there. Brilliant stuff.